Buenas tardes, Rosa. ¿Cómo están? Me puse en vivo para decirles que entrando enero los voy a acompañar unas cuantas mañanas por semana. Y también estoy esperando que de perdido haya una persona aquí. Pero les quiero avisar que así como terminé el 2024 ignorando a bastantes haters, voy a seguir el 2025 ignorándolos igualmente. Me vale más. Patricia Montes, buenas tardes. De mi casa a la suya, que tenga un feliz, feliz año nuevo y que todos sus deseos se le cumplan el 2025. Estoy aquí avisándoles a todos que voy a empezar el 2025 unas cuantas mañanas después del show de Yaya, haciendo en vivos, tomándome café con ustedes y platicando, pero que estoy terminando, hey Picas United, estoy terminando el 2024 ignorando mucha gente odiosa y voy a seguir ignorándolas. Son ceros a la izquierda. Negative zeros don't count. So I'm not going to waste my time with the haters in their lives, and whatever they want to do is their business, not mine. I will continue to ignore them. I'm just going to be on for a very few minutes. Voy a estar un ratito nada más porque ustedes saben que yo me la paso todas las tardes en la casa de mi hermanita porque ella tiene una 80-inch TV. So yo voy a ir a ver los chinitos en la 80-inch TV con mi hermanita, como lo he hecho por los últimos 6 o 7 meses. Y esas odiosas pueden decir todo lo que quieran. Oyes, ¿cómo están nomás metidas en la vida de nosotros? Yo las ignoro, las he estado ignorando y como quiera están hablando de mí. Así es de que, pues, ¿qué les puedo decir? Están frustradas, están frustradas. It sure is, Peacocks United. That's the best thing that we can do is just ignore them. I've been ignoring them and they still frustrate Ophelia because they talk about me. And it's like, I've tried to just stick to TikTok, but I'm not going to do that. I don't know what's going to happen to the TikTok page. And they tell you just keep it updated, just keep it updated. But since I don't know what's going to happen to the TikTok page, I will be coming on in the mornings so that I can build up my page here in my little studio that my little daughter, my only daughter, made me. She was here for the holidays for a week and she got me a laptop and stuff. I'm on my phone right now, but I do have a laptop now. So I will be going on YouTube more. Uh, Probably more in the mornings than at night, but I am not gonna stop doing what I'm doing and continuing living my life because haters wanna be all up in my crack. It's like, no, I don't care. I already lost 2 years of my life. And that's all I'm willing to give up right now. And it's like, I don't care about the job. There are hateful people out there. And yes, over the last 2 years, I can tell you that I've gone through my savings. That's what happens when you don't work. Bills still have to be paid, whether you work or not. You still got to pay water. You still got to pay light. You still got to pay groceries and stuff like that. And it's like, but I've tried to ignore everybody that's been talking about me, and I will continue to ignore them. They don't phase me one way or the other. Financially, I'm still stable. Like Ophelia says, I'm still standing. And I will continue standing in 2025 because they don't support me. My means of support come from other places, and mainly my means of support come from the Almighty God. And they can't control that mean of support coming in. Hi, Hopi. They can't control that means of support. And when you have Almighty God behind you, it doesn't matter who's talking smack. And it doesn't matter if I talk smack or not. At the end of the day, I'm gonna have to give notice for what I do in my life, not what others do. It's like, hello, we're gonna each give notice on our own report, on our own life, not on other people's lives. So if they want to be up my crack, that's fine. I don't care. At this point, it's one more day to the end of 2024, and I do want to let you all know this is a public video. I have gone through a lot in the last 6 months because I'm still claiming that I'm not sick, and it's like, well, I don't feel sick. I don't feel pain like Ophelia feels pain. Hi, Nadia. Merry Christmas. I hope that your year starts with a bam. That's okay. Ophelia does feel pain, and I want to let you all know that I have gone through a journey with this illness because it was at first something that I didn't want to accept because I still don't feel sick. I still don't feel like I should be going and taking up a chair for 2 hours a week to get an infusion of iron, but I am doing it. I've been getting an infusion of iron for 4 weeks. And the first week, let me tell you, ladies, that I've never been sick. I've never had headaches. I've never had heartburn. I've never had any illness. So when my doctor was telling me that my sugar levels were up, I was like, what are you talking about? Don't be inventing illnesses on me. Well, it turns out that because of the iron infusion they gave me, the first week that they gave me the iron infusion, the very next day, I felt my head was going to break. I felt like I was really, really, I couldn't move. And I kept holding my head, and I was like, what's going on? I've never had a headache, and now it feels like my head is going to break. So when I went to my doctor, she's like, well, the iron infusion is putting a lot of oxygen in your blood. So I had to go through that until the next week when I went over there. And then I told them, hey, what is wrong with these iron infusions? My head feels like it's going to break. It's hurting a lot. It feels a lot like it's going to break. So then they said, oh, let me talk to the one nurse said, let me talk to the other nurse. And then the other nurse talked to the doctor. So they come back with, okay, we're going to give you the next iron infusion, and then we're going to give you a steroid. I'm like, okay. So what's the steroid going to do? And she's like, it's going to stop the headache, but it might make you gain weight, or it might make you feel hungry. Well, let me tell you, it's a journey because you don't know how your body's gonna react to certain medicines. It didn't make me hungry. In fact, I haven't gained weight. I'm at 175, which brought me to 1 pound more than I was 23 years ago when I had gastric bypass. The lowest I've ever been has been 174, and I'm 1 pound away from being back at 174. So it didn't do that. What it did do is the whole while, the last 3 weeks that I've been having to have the iron infusion and the steroid together, I've been feeling like I've been floating. And I'm like, I don't know how these damn drug addicts do it. It's like I have to think I'm stepping on ground, I'm gonna move forward, and I'm seeing that it's level. So it's like I've been floating with the steroids. It hasn't been making me hungry. I've taken them for 3 weeks. Now I have to wait a whole month and see what my body's gonna do after 4 weeks of those infusions to see where my iron level will stay at. They didn't find no ulcers. They didn't find, thank God. God is awesome. They didn't find anything that would be causing my iron levels to be that low. And I had 2 big exams that would have located a problem if there had been one. So I'm just letting the peacocks know, and the people that follow me, that God is awesome. I'm going to finish off the year drinking 2 pills. that I never took before, but I'm going to drink them because that's what the doctor is saying. And of course, we follow the doctor's rules because they are our primary care physician. So, I'll be drinking them for the next 4 weeks to see what's going to happen. But God has been awesome to me. I mean, it's like it did take 6 months for the insurance to start doing what it was supposed to be doing, which was put the name of my primary care physician on there. Thanks, Christopher. Uh, which was, I did need it, but I didn't know that I needed it because I wasn't feeling pain like I felt when they gave me that first iron infusion. So if anybody has to go through this, there's people that are going to tell you they didn't feel anything because my sister-in-law has gone through iron infusions and she says she didn't feel nothing. But yet I felt the headaches. And I guess that they already know because they have like 5 different steroids that they're going to give people to see which one works best. And I don't know which ones they're giving me because I don't pay attention to those things. I just want to go in there, let them do what they have to do, and get the heck out. This morning I had a doctor's appointment at 9:40 in the morning. I got there at 9:30 in the morning and I didn't get out till 12:15. That's 3 hours of being exposed to people that are sick. So it's like, for them to just want to poke my finger to check my sugar levels because she claims that the steroids are going to mess with my sugar levels now. So it's like, okay. So you see what other things I have to worry about? I'm not going to worry about people that are talking about me because they're frustrated. It ain't going to happen. I'm not going to worry about somebody that wants somebody to put Ophelia into a case that's already been sealed, closed and sealed and thrown away. It's like, keep on going, girl. Keep on going. Or feel the wrath. One of two. Because you know what? Ophelia can get all the videos out of No More Chisme and Digital Dimwit and whoever else is out there, and she can put them on social media because they're public, just the same way that they do to Ophelia and me. So I'm here just to let you all know that it has been an awesome journey with the medical field, but it also has been an awesome journey throughout the year. I have had so many trips with my sister that have been awesome, and that's what people are jealous of. You know what? Enjoy your family because at the end of the day, those are the people that are going to be pulling for you. Hi, Vanessa. They're so jealous of you because you're awesome. I'm like sitting there telling Ophelia, hey, why are they talking about Vanessa? I'm like, are they jealous because she's an awesome band director? Better than the ones here in Raymondville, that's for sure. But that's my opinion. And they can kiss my royal ass. I'll tell them how royal it is. It's so royal that I ignore them every day. Oh, wow. I hope they don't have to do that to me. I really don't know why I had the low iron because there is no ulcers. There's no nothing. I would have told you. And the scary part is when you're so naive, like I am, not about medical terms, but about going around medical clinics and stuff, and then they're sending me for an iron transfusion, and the words that I see on the outside of the building is cancer unit. So talk about getting a scare because they're sending you to a cancer unit. And then I go in there and I'm like, why am I at a cancer clinic? And they're like, oh, we do blood work here too. But the first word out there is cancer. That's scary. And a lot of us, I mean, I hadn't gone to a doctor in 16 years. And I have no shame in my game. I'll drink natural pills before I go to a doctor that's going to tell me I have this or I have that and I don't even have it. Or they're confusing patients because, there's other Angelica Morenos here. Although I do not use my last name my maiden name, I don't use it, they still will confuse you at the hospital level because that's how lazy they are. And it's scary, Peacocks United. It's scary when they send you to a clinic like that and hi, yeah, yeah. I guess that's where they do the iron infusions at a cancer clinic, but I didn't know. So it was scary because I'm like, first of all, I'm so picky that I had the doctor that did the original talked with me about the two tests that they wanted to do. He did the initial evaluation, he did the tests, and then his damn clinic wanted somebody else to give me the results and I was refusing. So that took 4 weeks. Cuz I would be on the phone and I would be telling them, "Nope. If it isn't him, then you can just send the results to my doctor." And they were refusing to do that. They were refusing to send the results of the two exams that they did to my doctor because they wanted me to go to their clinic so they could charge the insurance, which I can understand, but I'll be damned if you're going to have a third party that had nothing to do with the consultation or the exams give me the results. I'll be damned. I'm not that stupid. So it took 4 weeks for the original doctor to show up and face up that he gave the consultation, he did the exams, and he had to give me the results. I was not going to settle for less. I didn't wait 16 years to go to a doctor to have four doctors on one thing. No. So this morning, me and my doctor were talking about that, and it's like, I don't know. My doctor was like, yeah, I don't know why they want to do that. And I'm like, well, I do, and it ain't gonna happen. They could have sent you the results, and you could have just told me about it. So, right now going through the phase of I'm gonna wait 4 weeks before I go back to the people that are doing the infusions to see if my body settled down and is that normal now, or am I gonna continue infusions and how many a month or how many in 6 months. But that's where I'm at. Hi, Teresa Riley. I'm just here for a little bit. It's been 17 minutes. I just want to let everybody know that I will be doing morning shows starting January, right after Yaya or sometime around before Ophelia starts hers. I will be coming on just to drink coffee with you guys and say hi. I need to pick up my numbers on this channel. And I will be doing it. It might be KK. It might be because I have not seen a doctor for so long. But in 2003, I had bigastric. I had gastric bypass. So it's not the same when you have gastric bypass as when you have the sleeve. And at that time, I was told that I would have to take vitamins, which I've never done. So I'm not going to be lying to anybody. I'm not going to come up here and say, oh, I was drinking. No, I've never drank them. But I've been okay for more than 20 years. This year, it was 21 years that I had it in September. So it's been over 20 years that I had my gastric bypass. And when I had it, I was 324 and I went down to 174. And today, this morning at the doctor's office, I was 175. So 1 more pound and I'll be where I was 20 years, over 20 years ago, which has been the lowest I've ever been. So, but it could be that it's just because of my immune system not getting enough vitamins and stuff. But hey, we'll just put them in there. Doesn't matter to me. If I have to crush them, I'll crush them. I've been crushing iron pills for the last 6 months. So until this last month that they started these infusions, but I was crushing 4 pills a day because I wasn't being able to swallow them. Well, when they did the upper GI to check why I was having a swallowing problem and I was choking, they found that I had a narrowing of my throat and they dilated it. So I have not been choking in the last month since they did that. So now I can actually swallow pills without choking on them. But if I was going to be choking on them, I was just going to crush them and put them in the yogurt. Trust me. I did it for a whole 3 months. I know. I don't want to see other doctors. That's it. I just want to get to right now to this level and that's it. Thanks, Hopi. I'm going to let you all go because my novela's fixing to start. Bye. Thanks for joining me.